Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Athallazhafran a student of SMP IDN boarding school Jungle. And today, please allow me to tell a story about a woman, her husband, and a daughter. Now, without further ado, let us go on to this story. So once upon a time, there was a woman named Samantha. Samantha had a husband named Richard and a daughter named Viola. Richard was a salesman and always went out with his work to sell his goods or his souvenirs to tourists that are visiting their country. Samantha, on the other hand, has no job, so she works at home as a mother maid. So let me explain to you what is Samantha's job at home. So on regular days, Samantha sweeps the floor, mops the floor, prepares breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and late dinner for Richard. Viola doesn't care about her father's absence because she knows the reason why her father is absent. So she plays out with his friends. But sadly, Viola doesn't spend much time with Samantha. And Samantha is sad because of that. Because a role of a mother is to be a good teacher and a role model. And Samantha doesn't feel like she's doing this role correctly. She wants to spend almost 100% with her daughter. And sadly, Viola is the opposite. Viola plays with her friends, plays games, watches TV, and other stuff that is wasting time, and she's not spending time with her mother. And Samantha always prepares breakfast because another role of a mother is to cook breakfast for the family, also lunch and dinner also. But Viola, whenever it's the time for eating, she runs to the house, eats, leaves the plate there, and just runs back. She doesn't even say a word or a single sentence to Samantha. Not even a simple hi. That's why Samantha is always sad when it's eating time. To make matters even worse, Viola just leaves her empty plate on the table, her dirty empty plate. And Samantha, knowing she's a mother, she is patient. So she grabs it and cleans the plate. And that's why that is a sad lifestyle. But Viola decided to regret all of those things after this specific day. When one day, Richard came back to their home quicker in the morning, called Viola and said, "My dear daughter Viola, come back to home. Mother is in the hospital." Instantly knowing that, Viola was shocked. She ran back to the house, met her father there, and they instantly drove off in a car to the hospital. When they got to the hospital, they went into Samantha's room, opened the door, and they found Samantha lying on the bed. Samantha called them over and said, "My dear family, I'm sorry. I have cancer. And the doctors say I will only live for a few months." The doctor diagnostics on the cancer is very, very accurate. It says Samantha won't live for only a few months. Knowing that, Viola cried, and all of a sudden instantly spent time with her mother. Until the last breath of her mother, she missed her mother when she cried and died. And that's why, let me tell you the moral of this story, everyone. The moral is, you must spend time with your parents, especially your mother. For your mother is the one that was at home with you when you were little. You might not remember it, but she gave birth to you, she clothed you, she bathed you, she gave you food. When you fall, she picked you up and healed you. When you're hungry, she cooks you food. And your father could have never done that because your father was at work. That's why, always care for your parents, and especially your mother. That's why mothers are sometimes unappreciated, overlooked. That's why, please respect your mother. That's all from me. I'm sorry if I have any mistakes. I'm Athallazhafran from SMP IDN boarding school, Jungle. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.